maybe share a little bit, like, what are things that you do? Obviously writing out the lies is one, but just mentally and physically, what are things that you do to kind of get yourself ready for your day and in alignment to make the day positive and to have this sort of manifesting open mind to receive?
Yeah. So the first thing I do usually, especially on a day where I feel like I'm feeling frantic, like I have a lot going on, I started this practice that I've now coined the reform to-do list. And I will write everything that I feel like I need to do that day, because I'm a highly productive person and I'm trying to unlearn all of my worthiness about my time, like we had just talked about.
Yeah.
So one of the best things that I do is I write them all down and then I star the things that I have to get done that day. They're deadline driven. There's no question. I have to get them done. And then I put a heart next to the things that I want to do. Like I want to get a load of laundry done because I want to wear that shirt tomorrow, or I want to take my dogs on the walk, or come to Sunspice and get coffee. Like I'll write that down.
Yeah.
And then the most powerful is the things that I feel like I have a lot of resistance to and I don't want to be doing. And I dive into those things. Like, what is the thing that's keeping me from doing that? Is it fear around it? Is it that I don't think I'm going to do it well? Is it the perfectionism? Is it just that it's not my cup of tea and I need to maybe think about doing it differently? And so that's kind of a guidance that I take my clients through, because they're very busy people.
Right.
They like to be busy. And that's the most grounding thing. And once I'm done with that, then I can start journaling on my day. And I usually do, I have a couple of poetry books. So I'll do a poem pull, kind of like almost like tarot cards.
It's your version of tarot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'll do that and I'll journal on that. And then I usually do a yoga or bar class of some sort, or go on a walk with my dogs. I've been really trying to be mindful about the amount of voices that I take in on a given day. So I'm very passionate about not losing mine. And I think that that's like a epidemic in the world, is there's too many voices and not enough people are in touch with their own.
Can you dive into that? Like, are you thinking like specifically like listening to podcasts, listening to other people?
It can be.
You know, your loved ones, like what it like just in general, taking time of silence?
Yeah, it's taking time of silence and being mindful. I used to have this like long podcast list that I listened to, and I'd get frustrated because it's almost like I would just take too many things out of them and try to implement them right away, you know, and as if their voice was more important than my own, instead of checking in and asking myself, is this ultimately true for me?
Yeah.
Do I have to do this? Do I have to do Facebook ads? Do I have, you know? And so truly the people that I listen to most are either in a course that I'm taking, or they teach in a way that's it's not consultant. Like it's more of, hey, here's some information, do with it what you will. And I think most people should live their life that way.
Yeah.
That sense of discernment.